Yo. She's so energetic sometimes.
I'm sleepy.
I see.
There's a difference.
What's up, y'all? This is Dark Light.
Sunlight.
And Little Light, he'll probably back in here in a
Probably,
minute.
yeah.
Because, he's been a little bit of a crazy roach right now. So, he'll pop back up in a minute. But, anyway, we're back at Dark Light Gaming. And we're going to be here with a movie review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Put a queen on the side.
And Queen Mothra, because she's the Mothra fan. But she's an undercover Godzilla fan, because she's not the type to sit there and, if you don't ask her, she ain't gonna tell you. I'm the one that's more open about Godzilla. Soon as somebody say Godzilla, I got a whole story to tell you. But anyway, we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna save our ratings to the end of the video. Usually we'll give it out in the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be straight spoiler discussion. Cause my sister, she's tired. She had a long day, I guess. But I asked her for at least an hour of her time. So we're going to try to...
it's going to turn into 2 hours.
We're going to try to make this as long as possible. Because I need her to talk and open up some, She is terrible. But anyway, if you also got kids and y'all know anything about Godzilla, please go to the movies and see it. I don't care if y'all don't know nothing about...
State,
Yeah. Now, go to the movie. We need to raise some money for this so we can get more. So we can create the GCU, the Godzilla Cinematic Universe. We got to do it. We got to bring Godzilla back. I mean, Tokyo going to end up doing anything. Right now, we can make an Americanized Godzilla. And like I said, either way it go, I love Godzilla regardless, so it wouldn't matter. As long as there's 20 movies. You didn't even like the last movie.
The last movie?
Shin Godzilla.
I said I didn't like how he looked. I liked everything about the movie except for how Godzilla looked. I don't care if he was being recreated or whatever. He was growing.
What would you do if you sit there, you throw a fish in nothing but chemicals? I mean, nothing but nuclear waste.
That don't mean I gotta like how he looked.
And that's what they were going for, the creepy aspect of it.
I don't care. I didn't like it. I didn't like how he looked. I liked the movie. I just definitely didn't like how he looked. Wasn't there one big eye?
She's talking about the second. Well, no, the second or third one. But anyway, all I gotta say is this movie was on point because I'm a diehard Godzilla fan. So, in that aspect, there's a lot of stuff in this movie that I love, and there are a few things that I hate.
Oh, ooh.
And this is not a knock to Michael Dougherty, because he showed he was a Godzilla fan. There was a lot of Easter eggs that I noticed, because like I said, I've watched every Godzilla from 1954 to now, which means I can sit there and name every Godzilla movie, and they tell you from beginning, middle, and end of each movie right now. But I'm not gonna do that because they're gonna be like a 5 hour, and she gonna dare me. Said that she gonna be in here for the whole time.
Make a video.
We gonna what? They gonna be what?
I said you're gonna make a video.
No. Well then, we still gotta do our other video.
Oh yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. Okay.
So then how about we just make a top 10 or top 5?
No, it's gonna be a very long video.
Godzilla? No, I'm talking about for another time. It'd be an idea. But anyway, first off, this movie does show humans are just dumb as rocks. Because, truth be told, you cannot play God or being. No. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Because this whole thing about what, I don't forget her name just that quick. Think what was it? Madison?
Emma or
Emma?
Madison?
Emma.
Emma was the mom. Madison was the daughter.
Okay, yeah. Emma, which was played by Vera Farmiga. I think that's her name. Don't butcher me. Because I'm not good with names or good with acting. All I can tell you, this female actor is from The Conjuring. She played Lorraine. That's it. But I know it's Vera Farmiga. That's all I can tell you. But yeah, Emma, she pretty much just say it's kind of stupid because first off, she doing all this to bring about apocalypse basically across the world, wake up all the Titans. Mm-hmm. But she was doing it for her son that was killed by Godzilla in San Francisco.
You can't bring them back,
which
darling.
is stupid because why? How could you want to kill humanity, destroy humanity in place for your son? I don't see how that works at all. But that's Godzilla movies. If you technically watch every Godzilla movie, it's pretty much like that. You get a little bit of human backstories and all that, trying to push them on the plot, just so we can get to the big rumble. Another thing, it's not a bad thing. I love y'all. I love what y'all did with that new Godzilla. Change. Truth be told, I also love the soundtrack. I just heard the soundtrack all day today while I was at work, and that is awesome. I love what y'all did with that. Usually I don't listen to soundtracks of movies, but this one, the score or whatever you want to call it, it was on point. I think Bear McCleary, whatever your name is, I'm sorry, but I really loved it. I loved it. I love how y'all were able to change a lot of things up. Oh yeah. But I guarantee you, the song.
Yeah, Masura.
That's the whole song. Ever since Mothra popped up in the beginning of the movie, that's all she was singing. Okay, yeah, she's a Mothra fan. She's a Mothra fan. I'm Godzilla King Ghidorah. She's Mothra.
I mean, I like Rodan and all, but they made Rodan look more like a bird this time.
Yeah, they really did.
I was expecting like
pterodon.
I was thinking of a pterodactyl, not mainly bird. I saw mainly bird. I was surprised I didn't see feathers fly off.
Yeah.
I was really seeing a bird and not a pterodactyl, because a pterodactyl looks more like a dinosaur. This did not look like a dinosaur. The only thing that was a dinosaur about this was the size of it. Nothing else.
Well, technically, it was just big enough to go toe to toe with King Ghidorah. Ghidorah. Don't bullshit me about that name, because everybody say Ghidorah, people say Ghidorah, so I'm just gonna say Ghidorah. Okay, so
potato.
There she go with that.
They know what you mean.
There she go with that. Anyway, but yeah, this movie was pretty much on point. It was wonderful to me.
I did not like anything about it.
Surprisingly.
I find critiques, yeah, but still.
Because she just about likes anything and everything. Because it's true.
I do not like everything. I mean, we just talked about the last movie.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a bunch of stuff in this movie. I mean, if I was able to do this movie the day after we left the movie theater, I would have so much to talk about, to the point where this video probably would have been about 2-3 hours long. But I would edit it short up and all that. But anyway, I had a little chance to settle down, because truth be told, the trailers, if you watched all three of the trailers, it pretty much gave you what goes on in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much from middle to end. because it really didn't show too much about the beginning. He showed mostly what happens in the middle and the end, and that was it.
Of course, they didn't show the beginning because the beginning is mainly talking.
Yeah.
The beginning of every movie is mainly talking.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, what do we do next? Where do we go from here? How do we start?
Yeah.
It's not.
But see, because in my case, you know, by me being a Godzilla fan, once I heard about it and watched every trailer, I got super hyped to the point where I had high expectations, and it got to the point I had to calm it down a little bit.
Of course.
Because, you know, once you sit there and do that, it's going it hurts. It's going if you saw the first trailer, don't even see the rest of it.
What was the first trailer?
The first trailer was pretty much when they just played the song "Beautiful," I think, and it was more just showing Godzilla and Rodan and King Ghidorah. They didn't even show King Ghidorah. They showed like a silhouette of him in the darkness.
Uh-huh.
That scene when they took the plane into the clouds,
yeah,
and he showed his wing, and that's it. They ain't showed nothing else about King Ghidorah, how he looked.
I mean, how are you gonna get expectations off of that anyway if they just showed the monsters?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I say if you
just have to think too much about it. Too much.
And if you saw the other two, you'd be like, yeah, I see that point.
I saw the other two trailers.
And they gave more. Well,
yeah. I thought the little girl was a boy at first.
What, Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah. Like, no, from the scenes I saw.
Yeah, I thought
it was a little boy. And then, I didn't hear the voice or anything because it was a trailer. I was like, oh, it's a little boy. And I was like, but didn't the little boy...
In the movie.
I was confused.
And
but now I know.
In all honesty, she did a wonderful job. Because a lot of people... I haven't seen Stranger Things. And they said she was good in that.
She was good in that.
Okay, see, I haven't seen it yet. I've been trying to get into it, but I haven't gotten around to it because I've been doing other stuff. But she did good in this movie to the point where she's good to be able to be in her own movie if she needs to. She was
basically her own in this one.
Yeah. But she's to be in her own standalone horror movie or something, she can do it. Because the screaming, the aspect of her looking like she's really scared, really works for her.
Go, man.
Ooh, it's blurry.
Sorry about that, y'all. Pardon the interruption. Anyway, but yeah, Millie Bobby Brown, she did a very good job. Yeah. Technically, all the actors did good because, first off, dang, what's his name again? The father. I mean, you got a phone. You could just looked up the cast. And
you don't have to. Okay.
But yeah, the father, I got his name. You just like cast the Godzilla cast. And she charming. See, anyway.
You can continue. It's gonna take a while.
Well, but yeah, Ken Watanabe. He
Mark. Oh, you talking about his real name? Kyle Chandler.
Yeah, Kyle Chandler, which his character's name Mark. Every time I see him, I think of one thing. You know what that one thing is? It's the funniest thing ever.
You say that about a lot of stuff.
No, trust me, it's the funniest thing with him.
What?
That scene in Peter Jackson's King Kong. When he was in the back of the line, the raptor stuck in here, you see it coming through. I'm gonna see if I can find a video and put it up there and show y'all what. But that's the most fun. Every time I see his face, that's exactly what I compare it to, because he was in the movie. He was going over a butthole of an actor. They tried to go into real life dinosaur situation.
King Kong?
Yeah, and it got to the point he wasn't having it. He like, nah, look, it's time to get back to real civilization. Even though dinosaurs were civilized, they just try to eat them.
Civilized of their own.
They was trying to eat them, and but every time I see his face, he makes me laugh because that's the only scene I ever think about. But he did a good job in the movie because he actually played more of a how should I put it? And what
In this
happened?
movie?
Yeah, in this movie, he played an actual person that's concerned about we're up against monsters. We're up against kaijus, creatures from
Titans.
Yeah, Titan. But we're up because he had so many lines in the movie that was like true. Like if you shoot Godzilla, make sure that they're actually gonna bring him down because you ain't gonna do him but piss him off. That scene up on the water when they was in the oil rig underwater, at the other water base. That process he was. In that process, he was more like, well, well. Anyway, like I said, every actor in this movie,
chocolate milk,
chocolate milk that came right after it. Better out than in, I always say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so. Every actor did a great job. Even Bradley Whitford who was more of the computer guy. When the joke said, "Oh God," and he came in, you know, that joke was kind of cringy, but it was funny at the same time. But he did a good job in the movie because he was more of the funny character.
He had my type of humor, the sarcastic humor.
Yes.
So I loved him.
So yeah, so you can see they hit it off pretty good. Ken Watanabe still saying, hey, he did an excellent job. Hate that he had to die in this movie, but I guarantee you.
I mean, he got his dream to touch Godzilla at least,
well,
like be in the presence of him.
He's gonna die anyway. Radiation and heat.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like.
Yeah,
he still, you know.
Because I don't know.
That's probably why he was okay with it, because he probably thought about it. He was like, I can probably meet Godzilla before I die. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
I would do it, honestly.
I would.
Exactly. So.
Even here, so I mean.
You gotta go through radiation to touch Mothra. And save the world? Okay.
I'm surprised you wouldn't save the world. Anyway, Charles Dance did a good job in it, even though he wasn't shown that often.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
you know, from his little time, his little "Long Live the King" scene in Games of Thrones. I've caught that.
Then that was even in this. Wow, Long live the king. I thought she was gonna die. I'm pretty sure she died from the radiation.
Who?
Emma. When
she got burned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
because when
that's what I meant. Yeah,
became burning Godzilla.
Like, I wonder how far they went.
I kind of hated that Vivian died. The apprentice to Dr. Ishiro, Ken Watanabe's character. She was always the one. Yeah, she was always the one, like in thinking mode and all that. Yeah. I hate that she kind of. I kind of figured she was. Because when she was the last one trying to save Mark, Kyle Chandler's character, it got to the point I was like, yeah, she's going to end up dying. She's going to be hit at the last second. And that's exactly what happened.
And then it is 4 years later, you're going to have Madison being something like her mom.
Yeah.
Working with the dinosaur. I mean,
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Basically dinosaurs. Titans.
And like I said, Vera Farmiga, I love her as an actor, but in this movie, she was kind of,
Who?
Vera Farmiga. Emma.
Why?
Because,
okay, first off, I didn't like her, I like her as an actor, but her role?
Yeah,
If that was my mama. No. Mm-mm.
Well, I don't think in that case, I don't think a black mama would actually do that, because they be like, well, you stupid enough to be run off as a child.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. And Dr. Chen, the twin, that I didn't know until she caught it. Because I didn't think they would have.
Because I thought
the twins.
Me and Martha, we got a connection. So I was like, she looks like a twin. Like, she should have a twin. in my head, you know. But then I was like, where are the twins? Like when they brought, I think it was a suitcase or something. I thought that was what they was gonna be in. And I was like, no, that's the orca. So, but they're somewhere. Like there has,
I kind of when. Tell your man, buddy. I kind of figured they were going to end up doing that. They just had to do it in American style because it is American style guy. So they probably weren't going to have the super small twins. There she goes. She sang that through the whole movie. Anyway, I kind of like the idea of the orca. You was able to combine the different sounds.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea. But like I said, I've listened to a lot of people talk about this movie because they're not that hard Godzilla fans, and they talk about the plot and all that. First off, in any Godzilla movie, there's not a plot. It's just something to help build up so it can help us get into the actual fight of what we're looking for, the Godzilla battle. That was it. But people are saying, yeah, she, Dr. Emma, she was trying to be Thanos. I'm like, this is not Marvel. If you look at the human aspect of it, that's humans trying to play God. You trying to create these titans one by one, and then control them to kill people and pretty much bring peace back to Earth. Nah, that sometimes stuff like that don't. It always shows that whatever human being does, it backfires. Mm-hmm. Just like when they attacked Godzilla with the oxygen destroyer, weaken him to the point where now you got to pretty much face King Ghidorah by yourself. Which is stupid. Why would you want to attack the one main thing that's helping you?
Exactly.
Like I said, human beings are stupid. We are stupid. We make the most stupidest decisions in this world. But like I said, I love this whole movie because if y'all was able to see me, I was on the edge of my seat. This little boy right here, he talked through the movie. He was supposed to use his inside voice. He was supposed to whisper. He would laugh. Even the guy behind me started laughing because he must love it. Kind of like, yeah.
And that's TT brother. But I know.
But yeah, I love the designs of each monster. I like how they actually had Mothra's form in Mothra's body inside the the Aztec temple. Mm-hmm. The Malayans or the Aztec temple. I like how they actually. I don't know. I really don't know. I know it's a temple, but it's not a pyramid in Egypt. It's a temple. But I like how they actually said it was pretty much showing that she was pretty much was the queen. And because if you think about it, Aztecs has been here on this planet longer than us, the Aztec people. So I kind of like how that played into it. I actually like her design completely to the point where they was actually
like a bug.
Yeah, they made her more of an insect.
Yeah, like she is.
They gave
She's
her. She's
not supposed to be pretty. Her wings are supposed to be pretty.
So,
and like her presence is supposed to be beautiful, not her actual.
Because they did that. They made her look pretty by her showing up with her wing like she was some type of angel.
Honestly, I really thought that they were just gonna have her as a ball of light through the whole thing, and I was gonna be real upset. I'm like, I want to see her. I want to see Mothra. But
yeah, guys, like I said, and I mean, I like how they was able to do King Ghidorah. They had him in an actual dragon, and there's something snake, rattlesnake.
And then they have the two tails.
Yeah, two tails.
I never, I noticed it, but I never, put it together. Like, when we used to play the game, I never
in the game, he wasn't a snake.
But I remember his tail doing the shaking thing and making a rattle sound. But I never, paid attention to it until now when I actually saw it, shaking behind him. And I was like, that looks like a rattlesnake. Then he's the,
A worm.
Python?
Yeah, a python that he's able to use his necks to squeeze.
Or let's say just every snake, you know. I wouldn't know, and I don't want to know. So,
And he had great regeneration ability.
unless that was a lizard.
Yeah, but also I think, because this is something that I thought about after the movie. You know what? When you look at that whole scene with him regenerating his head back, it reminded me of a movie, a cartoon made by Disney.
A cartoon made by Disney.
Yeah, and it was all about a hero.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a old Disney movie. It was made by. It was a hero. He was against Titans.
Doesn't sound good.
Hercules.
Yeah. Remember the scene where he moved that rock and he had to fight Hydra?
Yeah.
That's what I think they based him off of. Because once he cut his head, that's when his head grew back and
And
generated.
then it was multiple. It was more then. That's why I was like, hold on.
And I think Michael Dougherty, I would say Dr. Dougherty, Michael Dougherty must have based that off Hydra because he is a Catholic, so he thought more of a beast way.
And he's a Godzilla fan.
Yeah, he's a Godzilla fan. He's a diehard because I caught a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. I'm gonna tell you that now.
And then
because I say he kind of remoted Godzilla to the 1954 version.
His roar.
His roar, even his little spines on his back.
I like the sound when they're winding up.
When he's winding up the blowout. She loved that. She was even a big fan of his roar in the 2014 version. She liked that after roar of his.
Yeah.
And I like how they did Rodan. Like she said earlier. Like she said earlier, he didn't do nothing but look like a bird pretty much. But I like the detail on him.
I think he looks like a pterodactyl or something.
And I kind of like how they was able.
His tail looks like a dinosaur.
Here's kind of my. Now we're finna go into my kind of pet peeve situation.
Dun dun dun.
This actually hurt the movie a little bit. Because first off, hush. First off,
what's that?
If you wanted Godzilla to take the throne, y'all got to make him lose. You don't get what I'm saying? Because if y'all watch the movie closely, when he fought King Ghidorah in Antarctica the first time, what happened?
Died.
No, he didn't die.
He fell back into the water.
Yeah, all King Ghidorah did was knock him back into the water.
And he flew up.
And he flew straight up when he came back to fight him again.
I mean, technically, I ain't gonna say that.
Because King
he did lose. If you like, think technically
King Ghidorah flew off. I'm like, that's a wimp stuff. I wanted to see something like how they used to have the beams hit each other, or something to actually wound Godzilla the first time, or slow them down to the point they made them actually think like, I don't think Godzilla's gonna win this. The humans in the movie.
Well, they did think that.
I didn't.
We did.
I did.
I mean, then again,
now the second time,
he's gonna always show up like, oh yeah, he's gonna win. So of course you've seen all the movies, of course. But
and then the second time Godzilla, that was the humans' fault. They hit him with the oxygen destroyer, thinking it was gonna kill or hurt both of them, and it didn't do that because they basically explained in this movie, King Ghidorah is from another planet. He's pretty much an alien, so nothing on human Earth was gonna hurt him because they don't know what can. Then the third battle. Okay, I'll say Godzilla technically was getting his butt whooped.
He was.
Until Mothra gave him a little energy boost.
My baby.
Because Godzilla looked like he was curled up in a little fetus. And Mothra wrapped her wings around him, sacrificed herself. And
like she always does, basically.
Yeah, she does. And I'm probably going to end up putting these other YouTubers in the description below. But I was watching another YouTuber where they were giving their review on the movie. Something that the lady found out was that she was able to hear. Remember when he was using his burning ability? He was shooting it at King Ghidorah.
Well, it was going all around.
Did you pay attention to the sound?
No.
It had the essence of Mothra.
Oh,
every time he was shooting it out, I was like, I didn't notice that, but it sounded like
it would make sense because
I was like, because she had
her little dust.
Yeah, her little particles. And I didn't, and like I said, I was hearing it, but I didn't notice it.
Nectar.
Oh, that sounded terrible.
But no,
the fire goes straight at
That sounded hard nectar.
Okay, I was.
She is the queen,
so I was thinking about butterflies and how they get nectar from flowers.
I don't care because we already know he's supposed to be the king and she's the queen. Yeah. So get the point.
You have a kid.
Which that's nasty.
Exactly. So don't think about it.
He don't know.
Don't think about that. I'm thinking it makes sense. Okay, her pixie dust. Okay.
But yeah, so there's.
But I didn't really pay that much attention to it because I was
trying to see where it was going. Because I was hearing it, but I was like, I thought it was just like just his orb, the power radiating from him. But then the lady said, "No, that's Mothra's voice radiating from him. The sound radiating from him."
It makes sense.
Hey, stop.
Maybe no, she didn't. Never mind. Maybe when he shot his electricity at her, she like evaporated into her dust and fell onto Godzilla, and he absorbed all of the power. And that's what he was shooting out. And
yeah, I mean, because it was a combined sound of Godzilla and Mothra.
Yeah,
that's what they was using for the orca. That's what they was using for the orca. I think at the beginning of the movie,
they say
the sound of Godzilla.
Well, no, they said Godzilla and a human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what they was using.
My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, there's it was on point, and then, but this also shows you.
You know about the other Godzilla? The Godzilla was bad. And we seen the movie. We seen it.
It was on the one Godzilla.
There's only one Godzilla.
Yeah.
You trying to talk about all the other ones? No.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about the other ones.
Yes,
anyway.
Now this mammoth.
Yeah, this old mammoth creature and spider creature.
I remember the
another
bug.
Mutos.
I remember that. But I was like, this mammoth though. I was expecting like King Caesar.
I was thinking about all the original creatures.
Yeah.
But we had our own.
But then again, it's like.
But see, I don't think. 17 plus. But I don't think also too. Legendary has the rights to all the Toho monsters yet.
Oh, probably.
So they probably didn't use any. They had to make their own.
Well, until then, I don't know where the mammoth came from. I mean, it'll make sense because it could have been in the Antarctic with
I forgot where it came from.
I don't.
Because they had an outpost in different parts of the country.
It would show like Tokyo, India.
Yeah, they had so many different creatures.
Rodan come from India? Because he flew over the people.
No,
that was so
I think
stupid.
He was in Mexico.
That was so stupid to me. Why, when they got in the ship and it was like, okay, if we go this way, he gonna follow us. Why would you go over the people?
Yeah, that was.
Because you saw with
that was actually Rodan's fault. Rodan did that on his own because he'd been hibernated for so long. He had to basically like a baby had to learn to fly. He had to relearn to fly.
But why did no? I'm talking about
and
why
so
did they have
when
to direct
he jumped straight down because they were flying up.
Turned around.
They were flying upward.
And
he jumped down and he flew straight down and opened up his wings.
They could have turned around. They could have went behind him. He
but yeah, that was kind of stupid. Y'all, they tried to lead Rodan to King
the lady Ghidorah almost lose her weight. She did lose a child.
Yeah, she lost her child.
Exactly.
But most of them people were dead. I was like, yeah, if this was really real, we couldn't do nothing in this world. because those creatures are they're massive. That was huge. I like how they actually King Ghidorah would pop up. He had brought Storm with him.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool because that means he was huge.
Was that in the game?
No.
I feel like I've seen that before. I probably have. I probably saw a deja vu of the movie.
Yeah, you probably did.
Because I remember a storm somewhere.
Popped up.
But it'll make sense because lightning.
Yeah.
Dad,
Bring up chaos.
Dad.
Yeah.
And then the power come in. And then the power goes to that King Ghidorah's mouth. And then if it hurries up, it just gives the little thunder out.
I like how you had these, like, the hyenas in Lion King. Because the one in the middle kept hitting the one on his left in the head.
Oh, yeah.
Every time he tried to do
I love
something.
how they actually gave the heads a personality.
Yeah. The other one was the quiet one, the one on the right. But the one, the one in the middle, that's the main, that's the leader. Then you got this one over here, he doing whatever he want, and then he's like, come on. Even he was the one who got his head bit off, and he was like, come on, we gotta go.
Yeah, stop playing around. You play too much. I mean, they actually gave those heads a
my
personality.
head ripped off. Hold on.
That was funny.
Let me regenerate.
It's like Larry, Curly, and Moe situation.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, because the one in the middle was just looking at these two like, why is y'all doing this? We got work to do. But it was funny. They gave them a whole new personality. Because using the old one, it was just strings pushed dangling the heads.
Yeah.
This one, they gave them a personality. They fighting each other. Then the one in the middle just sitting there like he's the big brother or big sister. Like, hey, come on, man. Why ain't y'all play too much?
I saw one area where I didn't like the CGI.
Uh-oh.
When, when Godzilla jumped into the water and got King Ghidorah.
Mm.
That water, it reminded me of Tomb Raider's water. And I was like, ew. I mean, it's
I
cool.
never thought she would say something about the CG.
Yeah, but it was okay because
It
I
was.
was able to not think about it anymore. But when I saw it, I was like, that water looked like it's like 2 inches away from them. I ain't like that, but hey,
Awesome scene, but the water was bad.
yeah.
Because Godzilla jumped right out the water and grabbed King Ghidorah. And King Ghidorah couldn't do nothing because he couldn't fight underwater.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's Godzilla's domain. What you gonna do now? And they go the humans dropping a bomb. Oxygen
Idiots.
destroyer like a food. And then it's funny too because they actually, since they hurt Godzilla, he swam all the way down to Atlantis.
Yeah.
The city of Atlantis. I'm like, really?
I was so wondering. I was like, isn't that Atlanta?
I'm like, really? Come on. But I understood it. Because they felt like Atlanta was the first city, another first civilization. Like I said, you have the Aztecs and Malayans, and then you have all kinds in that aspect. But it was pretty cool. And but yeah, I mean, it was a movie was on. I actually like how they did the silhouette of King Ghidorah in the clouds.
Yeah.
When he was able to open up his wing, I said, "Hoo-hoo." That kind of gave me a little bit on the scare tip. And look, I wish I had clips from this movie because my sister had pointed out quite a few things. Like she was able to hear the blackness of Godzilla. If I ever get some clips, we're just gonna edit some just to show you.
Just put like the caption.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say
we
it.
ain't gonna say it. We're just gonna put it in that point of the aspect.
Yeah.
But nah, it's funny. In a way, it's funny. Need something?
No, I thought you was fussing at the bait.
No.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
That's my grandma, y'all.
So this
She
my
come-
grandma.
It's all of our
That's
grandmas.
everybody's grandma.
Yes.
My grandma.
Oh boy, my son.
This child.
Anyway, but
Oh, skip.
And then there's something I also liked in this movie that I kind of was. I told you about years ago when I told you Godzilla was they're gonna make another Godzilla movie. Mm-hmm. You remember what it was? Probably don't.
I don't.
Did I know what it was?
What is it?
Godzilla versus King Kong.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. But anyway, what I was saying was, I hope they go back and show what happened to the city, to San Francisco.
Yeah. And
they did that. Because if you watch all the old Godzilla movies, they would always say, because by him always attacking Tokyo, they would actually show them rebuilding Tokyo back.
Yeah.
And I was like, how?
Y'all did it anywhere else?
You get to the point where they be like, oh, he hasn't appeared in the last 2-3 years, and they rebuilt Tokyo.
That quick?
Yeah, so I was like, okay. But they show in this movie, they said, man, forget it, because we got to pay money to get these roads fixed, get these buildings fixed, get these schools fixed.
Honestly,
I was like, man, they just
as long as they're alive, I wouldn't even fix nothing up, because they can just simply walk across the land and start an earthquake. And everything's going to be over.
Because they went through 3 towns in this movie. They was in Mexico. Where Rodan was, he came out the volcano. He destroyed that place. Mm-hmm. Second, they was in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
That's when King Ghidorah finally was able to control Rodan.
Yeah.
Then they get to Boston. I was like, come on now.
That was the worst.
They destroyed everything.
Oh, well.
Ain't nothing happen. Boston ain't coming back.
Nope.
And not with that radiation that Godzilla gave off.
I
like how they
was
actually. I was actually.
Do you know the Godzilla game?
No.
Give me it.
No. And I actually like.
Godzilla game.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. And I actually kind of like.
Taco in me so I can win. And I'm a win.
I actually like the
Give the Godzilla, the King of Dora, then they have a lot of power. If the other ones Godzilla's can't stop me. They can't stop me.
Yeah. You don't even know how to play it yet.
I do.
But yeah, I was like, man, this is how. But how? Because then you lose a little girl. Have her to run home just like some little child. So that just like, okay, don't you think you need to be finding somewhere to go, or find a way to call your
daddy? When they look at each other, home. Why is she going home? I would be running in the opposite direction,
away from everything. Because first off,
I know I couldn't get that far because there one step is like 2 miles from me, but
literally, and you gotta watch their tails and blast, and so
like they don't care what they fall.
I kind of hate it. I wish they would have, because that was another thing about this movie that I hated. That kind of went to my rating, because it wasn't enough
of what
fights. Because once Rodan and Mothra started fighting,
they didn't show that much of them.
They didn't even show much of them at all. As far as King Ghidorah and Godzilla, they really didn't show enough. Because once they did they little skedaddle.
I like his run though.
Yeah, I love that. I actually love that scene.
Don't try. Right, like I don't know what else is.
Oh yeah,
okay, we know. But I actually like that scene
I know
where.
what I'm saying.
Then what you saying?
I'm saying Rodan is the one trying to kill King Ghidorah, but King Ghidorah trying to go on Rodan. But Rodan is the only one.
Rodan.
Did he put emphasis over Rodan? Yeah, we get what you're saying. We get what you're saying. But I asked you know, Godzilla, and also watching this, don't you think that Godzilla was actually posing for pictures. Don't you think that because the scene when he come out the water for the blow his fire in the air, he was like, "Get your picture ready, get your picture ready." Then he came in, look at the submarine. I'm like, it's like he was like he was modeling in this movie. Cause there was also another scene in the movie. When he appears, Millie Bobby Brown, she was able to turn around with a smile on her face, and Godzilla coming, walking like he buff.
He was.
Yeah, he done shrunk down because of the nuclear bomb went off. He wasn't fat, chubby like he was. He actually started gained some muscle. So he got some strength in his movie. But he started walking.
His
and
chest
then
up and everything.
Now that was a cool scene though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Where they had the chest behind him, like we coming to fight for this.
Yeah,
that was the
and
most coolest scene. Like
Godzilla's smarter than people think.
And
He knows who to get and who not to get.
Yeah, he really do.
I thought he was gonna break the submarine.
I thought he did too for a minute there. But just back him come from over on the water.
Yeah, I thought he was, and then when he looked at him, I thought he was finna attack them then.
Like, y'all shot me with a bomb over the key.
Yeah, but he was probably just mad.
There's also
I want to see if I can try to zoom.
But they also explained that one of the twins too. That one of the twins too.
Mm-hmm.
She said, because I think one of the characters said, "Oh, he's fine. He's on. I'm glad I got." She doing that on her phone. But anyway.
I'll send it to you. So you can put it in this video.
And anyway, so.
You want
to go to bed.
Calm down. And then, I forgot what I was going to say.
Come in.
Sorry, I lost my shoes in here.
You're welcome.
I'll see y'all later.
Alright, man. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Yes,
Leave my charger.
Bye. I will.
Don't take it with yourself or your TV get bad and you lose it.
But yeah, they actually throw some moments in here where Godzilla was like literally modeling. I'm like, really? Is he really trying to take pictures? That what started making me
They just tried
laugh.
to make it more dramatic,
Yeah.
it made it more funny to me.
Because I'm sitting here like,
Because I do that all the time in my Snapchat.
I was like, what is they doing?
I thought Godzilla was trying to jump out the water. Y'all can't go there.
He pretty much
He
did. He jumped right out the water and grabbed.
Yeah, I thought his thunder will just run out. But it didn't. It just stopped.
But
Okay.
yeah, that actually, back to what I was saying earlier about the stop. Back to what I was saying earlier.
Stay still.
I hated that you really didn't get a chance to watch the fights because it's like once the fight started, they had to zoom in on the humans.
Yeah.
They should have left that whole ending to strictly monster fight.
I mean, the people were watching, so why can't we watch the fight? So why can't we watch the fight?
Yeah, because I mean, it could have been. That's what took it down for me. Because this Michael Dougherty showed that he's a Godzilla fan. I see that he directed the movie, but I don't think he wrote it. I think somebody else wrote it. And by us Americans, because like I said, a lot of our action movies are not like tip top. The only thing that's good was John Wick to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the choreography and all that going on in the movies. And it seems like America can't get that right. Japan can.
To have the Godzilla show with the little, like the fan shirt, like then Godzilla put on the fan shirt. Then he looks like the fan. He looks like a fan.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
White shirt on.
because it's making is that by them doing that fighting scene and having to go to the human, it's making me worried that they're gonna have to. They're gonna do that with Godzilla vs. Kong, and that's gonna be the iconic fight everybody's looking for.
I mean, to be honest, with King Kong, they showed him.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they end up having them to fight at the end of the movie, I don't want them. Panel. I want them. I want to see this fight. I want to see Kong using buildings or rocks or mountains, swinging or whatever he be.
Depending on where they fight.
Yeah, it depends on where they fight.
But if they fight on Skull Island, they ain't got to worry about buildings or anything like that.
Yeah. Cause I'm gonna be honest with this, through this whole movie, they reference Skull Island like a mother. Tell you that now, from the beginning, middle, and end, they reference Skull Island to a T. Prepare for next year of Godzilla vs. Kong. They did that on purpose. Because they said the storms that was around the island is gone now.
Yeah.
After Godzilla killed King Ghidorah, and all the monsters were going toward that island. Which in that case, it made me seem more like, are they trying to recreate another monster island? Like they did in the old Japan movies?
Might be. And it might be Skull Island. It would make sense because it's already a monster island, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And we didn't get a chance to see the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
But I know what it is. That same character, the guy that Miss Emma was working with, he ended up buying King Ghidorah's heat. So he might fit to create Mecha King Ghidorah. Because it might be a team-up move the next.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to see. I want to see an actual fight between Godzilla and Kong. I want to see a definitive winner. Whoever, I don't care if somebody has to die or somebody gets hurt badly. I want a definitive winner. Because in the old one, I don't know who won, really. I think it's Kong that won. Which I was fine with. You know, I just want to see some massive monsters go at. That's what I went to this movie to see. Even though it was fun, it was great, I got a chance to see everything. I ain't get enough of Mothra and Rodan fight. Didn't really get enough of Godzilla and King Ghidorah. I was hoping that they would have did a team up with Mothra and Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
That's usually how it turns out.
Yes, literally. I didn't get
everything.
I
Batra. Was she in the one with Biollante?
Nah, she wasn't in that one.
Okay. I'm trying to remember all the stuff she was in.
She was in Tokyo SOS, which is Mechagodzilla. She teamed up with Mechagodzilla to fight the original Godzilla. She appeared in. I can't remember. It's quite a few.
Yeah.
Where she appeared and she ends up saying, "Shoot, you had to destroy all monsters."
Yeah.
You had Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah when she helped King Ghidorah because he was a baby.
Yeah.
She was giving him power to fight Godzilla.
Of
That
course.
Baragon in the movie. Baragon. That's what I wanted to see too.
Baragon. Turtle?
Yeah, the one that drills on the ground.
Yeah. I remember.
Had a little squeaky voice. Like, this is, you know, I used to always pick him in the game just to make him dead. And then you started picking him because you kept doing that one dead move and started whooping my tail. I got mad. Like, man, I don't even want to play no more. But you know, this. And then, but yeah, this movie was on point. Now,
Rates.
time to rate this movie.
You said that Godzilla fan.
Yeah, he is a Godzilla fan.
Yeah, Godzilla fan. He is a fan.
So, what you gonna rate it? Lil Light?
I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it a 2.
I doubt it because
I think saying
he just saying numbers now. I know he gonna rate it a 5 because he was, like I said, he was trying to talk to me this whole movie. I like Godzilla. I want to see more Godzilla. He wanted to see more.
Yeah, more movies. I want to see more movies.
I rated 80 out of 100 because that one part with the water, it really irks me.
Well, technically, we in the same boat because I give it a 4 out of 5. Cause like I said, that them fight scenes, it's like Michael Dougherty tried his best to get as much Easter egg into this movie, but he didn't have enough time. Because the time should have been longer. Because this movie actually breezed through kind of fast.
Okay, I take it to a 90. I mean, not a 90, 70. Because that one CG, the one water part, the fights, and then they tried to make it a lot. I think the reason why the fights didn't happen, well, we didn't see them, because they focused on the humans too much. It shouldn't have been that much. It really shouldn't have been that much.
No, it shouldn't be.
But hey, that's how movies work out. So,
well, that's how American movies work out, because I guarantee you, if they would have went ahead, it's like somebody of higher ups told them, don't put all that in there. We got to show humans, show what they going through, or through their view. Show Godzilla's view.
It's called Godzilla, King of Monsters, not humans, what they go through.
What? That was a good one. That's a good one.
Godzilla trying to focus on the humans. He trying to focus on the people.
Yeah.
He didn't, but the movie did.
But in a way,
I mean, I guess I
and
did,
I actually
but it's
like,
still a 70.
To go back, I do actually like that one line in the movie where the one of the twin sisters said he'd be I think O'Shea Jackson character said, I'm glad he's on our side. No, one of the characters said, I'm glad that he's on our side. And twin said, for now.
Yeah, for now.
Basically basing it off the original where Godzilla will become bad to the point where it's his planet.
Yeah.
This is all he can't trust nobody.
Just like an animal, a regular animal. Like, it can be on your side because you raised it or whatever, but it's still an animal. It can always go back to its regular ways. And, I mean, it's not like humans have done that much good for Godzilla in the first place. So, I mean,
this
look
the
what
first
they
time
just
they
did with the bomb.
Yeah. Hey, technically, just...
He probably crawled to Atlantis and was like, oh my god, these humans. I just want to get her out of here so I can come back and get them next. So, prepare.
But, yeah, so... Like I said, I'm a Godzilla fan, and that's what I was expecting from this movie. Now, I don't know how it would feel if you weren't a Godzilla fan and you come to see this.
Ooh, I love it.
So
they probably not stuck with the story. You know?
They don't, because that means they probably seen Godzilla, but they don't know the history. Like, what started it all? It pretty much started from all the explosions in the World War II. They were dropping off nuclear bombs around Tokyo, I think. I forget, I'm gonna be honest, but that's how it was created. Actually, go on some music. Now you can tell she's a big fan because she sang every song just about. And then she's slippy too, so it makes it end with that.
Yeah.
Because I was surprised they was actually going to throw a monster so early in the movie. I'm not surprised. Like I said, I kind of, because usually, if they show...
she's going to be the first one Greg brought out because she's the nicest. Like, imagine if they brought out King Ghidorah first.
But usually that's what they do. They bring out the baddie first. Then they bring in... then they bring in Mothra, which comes in and she takes on the creature by herself. In her larva stage, she gets hurt. She turns into a cocoon. That's when she ends up becoming the butterfly or moth or whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to learn how to make that sound so I can go around the house doing that.
Oh, God. If you do, I'm going to throw you in the trash. But, anyway. But that's basically how it happened. Did she sacrifice herself and kill? And now we know there's another egg somewhere else. Because
it always...
In the end of the movie, it said they found another egg somewhere else.
Wow. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, well, I don't think they showed it. I think they said it. You had to. That's why I was trying to do more, read the newspaper articles and listen to what they say. That kind of went kind of fast for me. Yeah. That's why I said this movie kind of went kind of fast. That's like telling you to listen to all your BTS in 10 minutes.
Or the medicine commercials. Please do not take this when you're. Wait. Please do not take this before you sleep. What did they say?
Yeah, literally.
Before you go to sleep.
That's how I felt. That's how I feel that they did Michael Dougherty. He directed the movie, trying to get so much in it to show that he's a Godzilla fan. They hope he come back for somewhere down the line for later Godzilla movie, but they didn't give him enough time. It's like they say, because this movie, they say the movie was 2 hours and 12 minutes. I said the movie felt like it was just strictly 2 hours, and they breezed through it so fast.
Yeah.
So I and then they did all that with the humans at the end. They trying to find their daughter, but they under the feet of every other monster. Like y'all should have been stepped on.
Exactly. Like that was another part that was. See, y'all gonna make it go down to a 60. That was a part that was too unrealistic.
Yeah,
like, okay, you got this little girl. Like, if she didn't have that piece of roof on her,
yeah, that fell on.
I was gonna be mad because I'm like, okay, this is not realistic at all. First off, you can't run. Whether you're in a car or whatever, you can't run from the giant
creatures, titans.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you might as well just stop. And then I don't know why people love to run in straight lines. Turn.
Yeah, go in the opposite direction.
You can run between their legs if you're so worried.
But, yeah, I'm kind of in the. But like I said, it was a 4 out of 5 for me. I love the movie.
Yes, yeah,
I don't want to, because like I said, if I as a Godzilla fan, it was a 5 out of 5. But if I'm like I said, I'm actually doing. I'm still doing technical with this and doing an actual review. Those were my biggest pests in the movie. Like I said, so. And then I love the new styles of the different creatures that they have showed. I actually would love to see Godzilla on his throne, basically. Because his arms spread out and he just raised his head up and roared. That was an awesome shot. Like I said, it looked like he posing for a photo.
He probably will. Like, this is our last picture y'all can take before I come back with y'all.
But like I said, because y'all can see this head, right? This is a huge head. A huge dome. To the point where there's nothing but imagination in here. Shut up. To the point where there's so many scenes in this movie where I could have been like, oh, they should have did this, they should have did that. Like as far as the ending of this movie, they didn't even have to say Skull Island. They could have named Skull Island one time in the movie, and then at the end did this where once he beat King Ghidorah and he sat on his throne and he roared, have it like whoosh through the
land of
through it like on the Mama Return when the boy put the bracelet on, they whoosh him through whoosh all the way to Skull Island. Whoosh. Yeah, whoosh all the way to Skull Island. They didn't have to show Kong because, like I said, Kong was still growing. He's still a baby, so he's still growing.
Yeah, because I was like, Godzilla pretty big. Because
in Skull Island they say he was still growing. He's still a baby.
Yeah, because if you think about it, okay, if you looking at, okay, I remember the first, well, not the first one, but the one when it was with Anne and all that.
Well, you have to push that.
I know,
because that's not part of them.
Okay,
the first, the 3 movies is Godzilla from 2014, Kong Skull Island, and then that's the three movies.
Okay, well, he did look like a baby in Skull Island because if you compare seeing the girl in his hand when he picked her up, you could still see her head and her feet. Well, I think it was just her head, but it was still enough. Godzilla, if he picked up you saw how the guy was standing in front of his face, like itty bitty.
He was tiny.
No, King Kong will have to grow some more if they want to fight.
Yeah, so they say they ain't gonna make him as big as Godzilla because he still got to be agile and be able to move like a monkey, like a gorilla. But like I said, when Godzilla did his little roaring scene, they had a whoosh all the way to Skull Island. You didn't have to sit there. We didn't have to see a silhouette or nothing of King Kong.
We would have known.
Just
who else we knew at Skull Island?
Yeah, and just had where like Godzilla roared, the roar travels, swoosh through land, through water, get the skull,
grass.
go straight to Skull Island, and it just showed a picture of the island, and you just see King Kong beating on his chest roaring, and they go right back to Godzilla. Godzilla turned his head, get a little smirk on his face. I mean, think about it, he got a smirk on his face once he beat King Ghidorah, and he seen all the monsters around. When he turned and the sun, you see he was cut up, and the sun right there, he had a little smirk on his face.
I need to see that, because I don't remember a smirk.
Yeah, he had a little smirk on his face, like, hey, what y'all gonna do now? Because Rodan even was like, should I try him? You know what? No, I'm gonna bow down through. They gave Rodan character. They made him like he was an adolescent child or a teenage child. But yeah, they could have did that. I'm gonna make a video explain what they should have did in this movie. Because I guarantee I got so many imaginations. They might could take my ideas and use them for the next movie. But people of Apex, the creator that's doing this, Godzilla vs. Kong, y'all please. Y'all see the blueprint. The blueprint was Kong Skull Island, where y'all was able to actually show Kong fighting at the end of this movie. The whole fight scene, even though the humans were helping, you show mostly Kong fighting. This, y'all know what not to do. Make it build up to a final fight, but do not have humans messing it up. This is y'all these last two movies is y'all blueprint. So please, Apex, whatever y'all want to be called, Apex Predators, please do not mess this up. But as y'all can see, Lil Light, he left the studio. He gave it pretty much a 5 out of 5 because he loved Godzilla. Sunlight here gives it.
I'm gonna stick with a 70 out of 100.
70 out of 100. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, it would have been a perfect movie, but that stuff kind of ruined it. Those humans ruined the movie. And I wish they would have able to just managed to get their daughter early, and
they would have been watching from a building or something.
Yeah, watching
like
from
how
a
they
building.
was watching in the helicopter.
Yeah, get back in the plane in the plane because it was a Argo plane, which is
like how they was watching that. They should have been watching that. And
that was
the
another.
Whole time. And if Godzilla needed help, y'all helped. But
and then it get to the point where they. And Vera Farmiga's character, she would have figured out, okay, I need to help Godzilla because King Ghidorah for the killing because he's still charging up his radioactive body. And then she did some of the orca and ran off, then died. Then you still got a fight scene going on with King Ghidorah. But like I said, this y'all did a good job, to be honest, because it was still fun, still great. Had me on the edge of my seat. I was ready to see. But y'all had to do more. Y'all gotta get this. Y'all should have gave this movie basically a 2 hour and 40-minute movie. Y'all could have made this 3 hours. Y'all could have did some Avengers stuff with this one.
But they didn't because it's not the last one. So
no, it's not. But still, they could do something.
A round of applause.
So, but anyway, Sunlight, Little Light left, Dark Light. I love y'all. If y'all like this video, y'all please give it a thumbs up and a crooked thumb. If y'all new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that bell so y'all get more notifications when I upload. And y'all please, last but not least, leave some comments. Leave some comments on what y'all think about the movie, whether you're a Godzilla fan or whether not. Give me y'all thoughts of what they should do with this next movie. Hey, we need to start a Godzilla nation, because I guarantee if we can get them to change Sonic, we can get them to work on Godzilla. I mean, they did it.
Yeah,
they doing it. So if they can change Sonic, they can change Godzilla and make it better for us. Like I said, there was a fan. This movie was for Godzilla fans, but it would have drawn in a lot more if they would have just let these fights go ahead and get through. So, but anyway, I will catch y'all in the next video. In the words of Dr. Ishiro Shibuzawa, I'm butchering the name. King Watanabe's character.
Let them fight.